Hello guys and girls, I hope you all are well and good. My name is Nishant and welcome to the official YouTube channel of Edu4 IAS and the series of NCERT lectures. So as you know, we are on the chapter 4th. We now need to discuss the chapter 4th of class 6th NCERT. Starting with it, in the last lecture we discussed about democratic government, right? Democratic government, what is a democratic government, how it works, everything. Now the next chapter, which is the chapter 4th, is the key elements of a democratic government. The key elements of a democratic government. It has started with an example, the example of South Africa. It says that South Africa has three types of people. The one is black, the one is white, and the other are Indians. So in South Africa, people used to differentiate or discriminate on the basis of race, on the basis of color, on the basis of race. When you differentiate or where there are laws which differentiate on the basis of race, they are known as apartheid laws. They are known as apartheid laws. So these apartheid laws were there in South Africa. This is how the NCERT starts with the key element, with this chapter of key elements of democratic government. So starting with this example, the NCERT further says that there were African National Congress who led to the struggle against this apartheid, and they succeeded in 1994. This is one of the key element of the democratic government, means to ensure equality, obviously. So this was the summary. The first element about which the NCERT talks about is the participation. Participation. The participation, it can be of two types. The first participation can be through voting or so-called election. Here participation refers to the participation of people. So the people can participate in the democratic government through voting or through election. Like in India, after every 5 years, the government can be changed. The second way through which the people can participate is by criticizing the policies of the government, by taking interest in the policies of the government, by rallying against or by issuing rallies against the policies of the government. So this is how the people can participate. They can also have some social movements. First key element of the democratic government. The second is need to resolve conflict. Now, the conflict can be among the communities also. So government through laws should ensure the resolution of these conflicts between different religions also. Like the second type of conflict can be through religious processions. आप कोई भी धर्म के बेस पर कोई प्रथा कर रहे हो, you are celebrating that and a dispute arises. So the government, the democratic government's responsibility here is to resolve the conflict. The second and the third and the important type of conflict can be the conflict on the basis of water. Like the NCERT mentions a very old conflict between the two states, that is regarding the river Kaveri. The center, what can center do? Center can form a tribunal. However, the case is now in Supreme Court. But yes, the center need to resolve conflict within the state as well. This is within the communities, this is within the people, this is within the states. The third element of the government is to ensure equality and justice. Now, how government can ensure equality and justice? By proper implementation of laws. By proper implementation of the provisions of the Constitution. By not denying education to any of the child, by treating them equally when it comes to admission of educational institution. Key elements of the democratic government. The whole chapter is on the single page. If you want to make notes, you can make them, but this is the shortest way, this is the easiest and the shortest way to understand a chapter. Always try to revise the things in this way, through diagrams. NCERT का तो एक चैप्टर एक पेज से ज़्यादा जाना ही नहीं चाहिए, कोई भी NCERT. हाँ, if it comes to 11th, 12th, so you can go with 2 to 3 pages plus. Notes should be concise. However, these notes won't be helpful in the exam directly, but yes, NCERTs are just to form a strong foundation. Key elements of the government. Fine. So guys, thank you. See you in the next lecture. Bye then, take care.